Hello, I'm Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Football Officials and Secretary Rules Editor for the NCAA. And today we're presenting our last media video for 2025, and we're going to be featuring game action from Week 14. Now, we get questions, do fouls go up during rivalry week? Well, as we look at last week's data, fouls per game actually went slightly down, not statistically significant, but down. And in fact, we have a multi-year trend where beginning in about mid-season, fouls per game actually trend down as we work through the balance of the year. Why is this? Well, one reason may be that coaches get an opportunity to coach their players and the players get better. But also, our officials work to be a presence, especially in weeks like rivalry week, where they're a preventive force, especially dealing with unsporting behavior. So with that, let's get on into our video.
Our first play this week is going to invoke a little-known rule. Now, we see the offense has 4th and 12 from their own 24-yard line, and they're going to elect to punt. Now, we get a big rush. The kicker pulls the ball down. He starts to run, and then he decides to punt the ball away. It's a good kick, and ultimately it's going to be downed at the 16-yard line. But we've got a flag down on the play. Now, the crew comes together to discuss, and as we go back and take a look at the kick, we see that the punter, he kicks the ball at the 26, and that is 2 yards beyond the neutral zone. And the rule states that a scrimmage kick made when the kicker's entire body and the ball is beyond the neutral zone is an illegal kick, and it's a live ball foul that causes the ball to become dead. Now, not only is the ball dead when it's kicked, the penalty is 5 yards enforced from the previous spot, which was back at the 24, and the penalty also includes a loss of down. So since it was 4th down, the 5-yard penalty takes the ball back to the 19, and the loss of down, the defense will take over since it was 4th down at the 19. It's a very costly penalty, and we don't see it very often. One final note, there is no foul for roughing the kicker here because this was not a legal scrimmage kick. Play 2, the offense is snapping from the 30. Now we see the quarterback, he begins to roll left, he steps up, throws, the ball is tipped and rolls back to the 20 and is ruled out of bounds at that point. Now the ruling on the field was a backward pass, but replay is going to stop the game to review the pass to see if it was forward or backward. Now, by rule, a pass is forward if the ball first strikes the ground, a player, an official, or anything else beyond the spot where the ball was released. And if we look at the pass, the quarterback releases the ball just on the backside of the 26. And his first touch by the defender, it looks like just beyond the 26. So it's clearly forward when it was first touched. So this is a forward pass that is incomplete when it hits the ground. Now this is a good stop by replay because reversing this pass from backward to forward has a 10-yard differential in where the offense will next snap the ball. Play 3, the quarterback fakes. He's going to throw down the boundary. It's caught for a nice gain, and the receiver was stopped by number 4 of the defense, is driven back, then lifted and slammed to the ground, and we're going to get a flag from our line judge. Now, this action by number 4 occurred after the play was whistled dead, so it's a dead ball personal foul for unnecessary roughness. Anytime we see this type action of lifting the ball carrier after progress has been stopped, and throwing or driving them into the ground with unusual force, a suplex type move, it is an automatic personal foul for unnecessary roughness. This was a correct call by the line judge. Play 4, we get a punt, and we see the return man. He's pointing at the ball for his teammates to identify and stay away. And the ball hits a kicking team player at the 15, is touched again by the kicking team, and is finally downed at the 16. Now, by rule, no inbounds player of the kicking team shall touch a scrimmage kick that has crossed the neutral zone before it touches an opponent. This is illegal touching, a violation that, when the ball becomes dead, gives the receiving team the privilege of taking the ball at the spot of the illegal touching. So the receiving team could take the ball at the first illegal touching spot at the 15, but the ball was eventually downed at the 16. By rule, that's an illegal touching spot as well, so the receiving team will elect to put the ball in play at the 16. Now, as we go back and take a look again, we see that after the ball is illegally touched by the kickers, the return man makes a beeline effort for the ball. Most would say he should stay away, but in this case, it could be a smart play after illegal touching by the kicking team, because the ball, if it's still loose, the return man could legally recover in advance, but with the ball still loose and the heavy traffic, that could seem risky. But it's really a low-risk play, as the receivers, as long as they don't foul, they can always elect to take the ball at the spot of illegal touching. So if the returner muffed or fumbled the ball, he has the option to get the ball back at the illegal touching spot. Play 5 is 3rd and 11, and the offense is in the red zone. Now the quarterback takes the snap. He's going to throw to the goal line, and the defender, number 21, makes a good play on the ball. It's incomplete, and it's going to bring up 4th down. But we have a flag down from our line judge. Now, as we go back and take a look at the actions of number 21, we see after his great play, he's going to walk up and stand over his opponent, and then he goes down to get in the face of his opponent and is talking smack here. And he's going to get flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct. This is a correct call, as officials are instructed to have no latitude when it comes to taunting actions directed at an opponent. And this penalty is 15 yards, half the distance to the goal in this case, and it carries an automatic 1st down. Now, especially on rivalry weekend games, these type actions can lead to issues in the game, and they must be penalized. Our last play this week, the quarterback takes the snap, he looks downfield and quickly turns and runs. He spins and is hit hard, and he goes down. Now, replay is going to stop the game to look for potential targeting. And as we go back and look at the play, even though it's the quarterback, he is a ball carrier here, so he is not defenseless. So the only type targeting we could have would be a crown of the helmet hit. And we see defender number 9, he's going to lower his head. He leads and attacks with the helmet, so there's an indicator of targeting. And as we see the different angles, we can confirm that the contact is with the crown of the helmet, the 6-inch radius from the apex or top of the helmet. So replay can confirm all aspects of targeting, and number 9 is disqualified for the game. And since this foul occurred in the first half, it will have no carryover component to the next game. Well, that's it for our plays this week, and we appreciate your time invested in this video. And for those that have been with us all season, I thank you for the feedback, and we hope these videos have enhanced your rules acumen. Best of luck to all in the postseason.